In this video, I will respond to a request by a subscriber, and here it is. Yes, Philip, I want you to write an IELTS essay. Can you write a discussion IELTS essay? And here is what Cyril wants. This is the topic, okay? The learning of international languages may open the various ways to boost career in home country and foreign country is the right sentence, and so on. So I'm assuming that this is the topic that you want me to handle, Cyril. And I will revert it as well. And let's see how I can actually use it. Let me just copy it, just like this. Let me paste this here, just like that. Here we go. Okay, and let me just have it here somewhere. This is just your request. Okay, now this one right here, this is our topic. Okay, this is the topic that I kind of discovered for IELTS, for the IELTS essay, for the IELTS discussion essay. Now here's something very important to understand. All five, I should say each of the 5 IELTS types of essays are essentially argumentative essays. They all are. Now, although they have different names, discussion essay, argumentative, opinion essay, and so on and so on, direct response, direct question essay, but they are all types of an argumentative essay. They're all argumentative. Now, if you understand this, it's going to be a lot easier for you to ace any one of these essays on the test. It doesn't matter which one you have to write. Now, let me show you why this is true. Now, of course, if you're writing an opinion essay, you present an opinion, then you present 2 or 3 reasons, and then you support those reasons, and then you write the conclusion. Now here, you're actually in a discussion essay. You're actually doing the same thing. You're actually doing the same thing. The only difference is that the first 2 reasons are given for you. They're presented for you. For example, let's take a look at this essay prompt. Some people say that the only reason for learning a foreign language is in order to travel to or work in a foreign country. Okay, so that's one side of the coin. Others say that these are not the only reasons why someone should learn a foreign language. Now, this is the second point. Now, we have 2 points here. This is the first point, that some people say that the only reason for learning a language is in order to travel or to work in a foreign country. Others say this one. See, these are 2 different points, and each one is going to be supported in you will support, or I will support in this essay right now. I will support each of these points. Now, the essay prompt asks us to do what? Discuss both views, meaning to discuss first this view, then the second view, and then to give your own opinion. So I'm going to be giving my own opinion. This makes for 3 sections. The reason that this is an argumentative essay, even though you call it a discussion essay, it doesn't matter if it's a discussion essay, is that you simply discuss these. But when you discuss point 1 and point 2, when you discuss them, what you do is you instead of providing evidence for your own argument, you're providing evidence for the arguments that are provided for you in the prompt. But it's still an argumentative essay. Does that make sense? So let's do it. Let's write this essay. Let's write this essay. Some people say that the only reason for learning a foreign language is in order to travel. Okay. All right. So we need to change the language up a little bit, just so we don't just copy and paste the language from the prompt. We say, some argue that learning a foreign language is only beneficial is only beneficial when traveling or working in a foreign country. Others believe, see, we're just changing up the wording. You see how I changed up the words, but essentially I'm saying the same thing. Others believe that foreign languages have other benefits as well. And now as well is spelled, of course, separately. Now others believe, not other believe, others believe. Now, finally, I'm providing my own opinion. And now I'm going to say, what is my own opinion? There we go. So now we're going to look at something that my subscriber Syra said. She wrote that the learning of international languages may open various ways to boost career at home and abroad. Okay, good. So what are some of the what is my opinion here? Can I use something from here? Possibly. I'm going to say, okay, in my opinion, first of all, I'm going to introduce my opinion. I'm going to say, in my opinion, learning foreign languages can expand a person's horizons and help see, here we have, this is a very important part of the essay where I really need to sit down and think and not really rush myself. I really need to sit down and think what is really my opinion here. Okay, learning foreign languages can expand a person's horizons. That's very important. Just to be more educated generally, just expands a person's education and intellect. It can expand a person's horizons and help, and we can say, and even it can expand a person's horizons and even help the learner professionally, regardless of the country where the language is used. Now, I can say regardless of the country. Instead of saying that, I'm actually going to use Syra's words. In home country and foreign country. Well, we can say, instead of saying in home country and foreign country, it's better to say something like, okay, let's rephrase this complete sentence. I'll give you a little lesson on how to write better sentences right here. Okay, learning a foreign language, international languages. Okay, just say learning a foreign language may open various ways to advance a career at home and abroad. That's how you would put it. This is how I would word it. Learning a foreign language may open various ways to advance a career at home and abroad. So this was our initial sentence. The learning of international languages may open various ways to boost career in home country and foreign country. This is the new sentence. Learning a foreign language may open various ways to advance a career at home and abroad. Here we go. So I'm going to use this part. This is again from Syra. I just reworded it, and I'm going to use it right here. This is what I'm saying. See, learning, in my opinion, learning foreign languages can expand a person's horizons and even help the learner professionally at home and abroad. At home and abroad. At home as well as abroad. There we go. So not only can it be helpful abroad, but a foreign language can really be helpful at home as well. There we go. Now let's write out this essay. Let's write out this essay. Just to make it easy to track words, I'm going to delete these. You can always pause the video at any point and you can rewind, you can watch the video, go back, go forward. So do whatever you want. And I just want you to follow the way I'm constructing this essay. So I'm discussing both both views, and I'm offering my own opinion. Very important. Okay, let's do it. Some argue that a foreign language is only beneficial. Okay. On one hand, or we can say, it is a common view that's one of the ways to introduce a point of view. Some people think that. Some people are of the opinion that, whatever. I'm just making it clear that this is not my opinion. That's all. However, I'm still going to treat it as an argument because I need to actually discuss it, which means I need to provide evidence to support this point. It is a common view that learning foreign languages is only helpful when traveling abroad, whether for pleasure or for work. Again, what did I just do? I just rephrased the main point here that some people argue. Well, some people argue that learning a foreign language is only beneficial when traveling or working in a foreign country. I'm saying the same thing here. It is a common view that learning foreign languages is only helpful. You see, beneficial, helpful. I'm just switching, using different words, using synonyms. Is only helpful when traveling abroad, whether for pleasure or work. Traveling, meaning traveling for pleasure, being on vacation, or working in a foreign country. Okay, is only helpful when traveling abroad, whether for pleasure or for work. There we go. So that is my perfect lead sentence, otherwise known as a topic sentence. By the way, just want to let you know that I have a bunch of tutorials on my channel on how to construct an essay. And if one of them is on my blog, and I'm going to include the link in the description. And I'm also going to include links to my tutorials on my channel here in this video, in the description, as well as in the upper right hand corner here in this video right here. The reason I'm saying this is that if you really learn how to write a simple argumentative essay, that you can handle any type of an IELTS essay. In fact, you can handle not only an IELTS essay, you can easily write a college level essay, whether it requires some research or not. But these are the basic principles that apply in any type of an argumentative essay. And again, I'm treating this as an argumentative essay. Now, see, it is a common view that learning foreign languages is only helpful when traveling abroad, whether for pleasure or work. This is someone else's view, not my view. But what I need to do here is to support this view. I'm essentially supporting. Well, to discuss this view really means to support it, to provide some evidence for it. To say, and we don't want to make a very strong argument. Don't say, I agree with this point. Don't do that. Simply expand. We're simply expanding on this point, which essentially means that we are we're helping support this point. But we don't say something like, I agree with this point, and so on and so on. It's not necessary to say that. We simply say, indeed, when traveling to a foreign country for pleasure, we're going to make use of the two different types of traveling for pleasure or for work. So first, let's talk about pleasure. You see, this is how you break it down. I call this divide and conquer. This is something I teach in my course, but let me show you how it works. It's very easy because you see, when I say here whether for pleasure or for work, I'm already introducing two subtopics. One is pleasure, one is work. So let me talk about pleasure first. Indeed, when traveling to a foreign country for pleasure, it really helps to speak the language of the locals. It is easier to get good service. It is easier to get good service, to find places, and to avoid trouble. There we go. There we go. So that's as far as pleasure is concerned. When traveling for work, speaking the language of the country can be essential for success. That's it. Keeping it simple, and all we need is 300 words. We've already written quite a bit. Like what have we written by now? We have 120, so we're over a third of the way through. So we're almost a half of the essay through, and we have how many body paragraphs are we going to have? Well, we're going to have 3 body paragraphs because we're going to support one view in we just supported one view. Next, we're going to support the next view. Others believe that foreign languages have other benefits as well. Another view is that, you see, we can simply say another view is that, or you can say on one hand some people believe this, on the other hand people believe that, but it doesn't matter. You can use this transition perfectly well. Another view is that learning a foreign language, let's switch it up a little bit, learning a foreign language can have other important benefits. For example, and we can just provide a bunch of examples. Now, this is something very important to understand, and I'm teaching this in my tutorial. Let me show you the structure of a body paragraph. This is the body paragraph structure. Let me just blow it up like this. It begins with a lead sentence, and that's exactly what we just did in here. We begin with the lead sentence, and then what do we do then? Then we provide an explanation, and then we can provide examples. But examples are optional. We can do 1 or 2 examples if we feel that the essay is too short and we can't quite come up with the information. But usually in an IELTS essay, an explanation will do. Just having an explanation. So this is what we do. However, at the same time, you can actually provide just a bunch of examples. And they kind of act as an explanation. But just let's see what other things a foreign language can do. Another view is that a foreign language can have other important benefits. For example, learning Italian can help understand opera, or order food, or to understand opera or items on the menu at an Italian restaurant. You see? Well, can you do that at home or abroad? You can do this anywhere in the world. You can do this at home, definitely. You can do this depending on where you live. You can do this without leaving your neighborhood. If you have an Italian eatery in your neighborhood, you just this is how Italian can help you. And You can listen to an Italian opera over the radio or online, and knowing Italian can help you understand what they're singing. So that's a benefit. Another example is what else? I'm trying to think. Another example is learning, for example, is learning Spanish to, for example, to converse with people, with a lot of people in your city, especially if you live in LA, for example, in Los Angeles. Why is that? Because there's a huge Spanish-speaking population in Los Angeles, and you can speak. Some of the people who live there don't speak very good English, and if you speak Spanish, it enables you to speak Spanish with them. How about it? That's great. And guess what? You're still at home. So I'm giving you an example of if you happen to live in Los Angeles. So you can use a foreign language without even leaving your home. There we go. So did we support this point? Yes. In other words, we have expanded on it. In other words, we have discussed it. But please notice that we are making an argument. We're supporting other people's points. And now we're going to proceed to supporting our own point. So what is our own point? It is my opinion that, there we go. See, instead of saying in my opinion, now I'm changing it up a little bit. I'm saying it is my opinion that, what am I saying? Yes, can I expand? Okay, so I'm going to copy it here. I'm going to paste it right here. Okay, and I'm going to change a few things. In my opinion, it is my opinion that learning foreign languages can develop, instead of saying expand, develop, because we're changing things up, can develop a person intellectually. And even help the learner get a job at home. Without leaving the at home, basically. Get a job at home, or without leaving the get a job. Okay, learn, get a job in her home country. Let's make it clear like that. You see? Now, so again, what did I just do? I have 2 points. This is my major point, but it's broken down in 2. It actually, see how it contains 2 different points? Number 1, it can develop a person intellectually, and this is the key word, and it can even help you get a job at home. If you live in LA, learning another language can help you get a job. Now, learning a foreign language happens to, we don't have to say happens to because it's kind of chunk. Learning a foreign language engages the learner's brain the way few other activities do. Now, let's check in really quickly how many words do we already have. We already have 211, so we need to be over 250. And let's not forget that we're still writing our last body paragraph and we still have a conclusion to write. So we don't have to go crazy here. Just a very, very quickly, briefly, we need to say, okay, learning a foreign language engages the learner's brain the way few other activities do. other activities do. Okay, now I'm thinking, do I need to add anything else here? Depending on the language, the cognitive benefits can be great. We can say depending on the language. The cognitive benefits can be great for a person of any age. There we go. We're just talking about cognitive benefits for a person of any age. We're kind of implying, so hey, when a person is aging, maybe learning a new language can help improve cognitive abilities or retain cognitive abilities. I'm just kind of implying it here. I'm going to leave this alone. Moving to the second point. What is my second point? Get a job in a home country. And when it comes to securing a good job, employers often look for bilingual workers. This is exactly where learning a foreign language can help a person professionally without traveling abroad. There we go. We just wrote it. And that's our third body paragraph. And now conclusion. To conclude, now what are we concluding here? Now, all we need to do is summarize our points. This is very easy. We're concluding this. First, we're concluding that foreign languages, to conclude, we can do away with only one sentence here. Now let's do tools, word count. We're already at 256 words, so we can just wrap things up right now. So maybe even one sentence might do it, but let's see. Okay, to conclude, let's not write very complicated sentences. Let's keep it very simple. To conclude, learning foreign languages can indeed, and to conclude, learning foreign languages can indeed help a person at home and abroad. Can indeed help a person who is traveling. Can help a person can help a traveler. Can indeed help a traveler get around in a foreign country and next. Okay. Now, what is the second point that we're doing here? We need to summarize this point. Can have other important benefits. Number one, understand opera or menu, a menu, or to talk to people, talk to locals. Okay. Can it help a traveler get around in a foreign country and offer a host of other benefits, such as we don't have to say such as, and other benefits. That's enough. Yeah, that's perfectly enough. We don't need to write that much, and we don't have to be excuse me, we don't have to be very specific here. In fact, we're going to be very general in the conclusion, just as we are very general in the introduction. So here we are, finally. But in addition, you say, and in my opinion, you can say, and in my opinion, it can even help, it can be of tremendous help in intellectual development, as well as getting a job locally. There we go. And now we have how many words? We have 297 words, almost 300 words. This is perfect. We don't need any more. And that's exactly how you do it. And just remember that this is an argumentative essay. I know I'm repeating myself, but repetition is the mother of skill. If you can learn one way of writing an essay, you can handle any type of an IELTS essay, any type of an essay you need to write for pretty much any other test or exam, and write any essay for your college level studies. That's what's going on. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.